Hello everyone, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. The CPIM and the BJP are the parties with two opposing ideologies. The CPIM represents the left-leaning ideology whereas BJP represents right-leaning ideology. Rarely do we find these polar opposite parties finding a common ground. But there are always exceptions, such as one that happened in Kerala. Protests have rocked Kerala's Vizhinjam over a port to be built by Adani Group. Interestingly enough, the ruling CPIM and BJP have both in this case have come out in support of development of the port. The protest against the Adani Vizhinjam International Seaport project, though has been going on for the last few years, on Sunday it took a violent turn. According to reports, angry protesters attacked a police station and 12 cops were injured in the attack. The protesters reportedly reached the police station demanding release of 5 people arrested in connection with Saturday's protest. However, the angry protesters turned violent and destroyed the public property. 4 police jeeps, 2 vans, 20 motorbikes and furniture in the police station was also damaged. Police used lathi charge followed by bursting of tear gas shells and grenades to disperse a violent mob. The matters came to head on Saturday as protesters opposed resuming of port construction work by Adani Group. Protesting women sat on the road, they blocked the road of granite-carrying trucks. The police were deployed in heavy numbers who made a security ring around the trucks for smooth movement. However, reports suggest some protesters broke the security ring and went close to the trucks and started raising slogans. Argument also broke out between the police and protesters. While calm prevails in the region after Sunday's violence, the tensions are still simmering. So what exactly is the protest about? Why are the protesters opposing the port? Who are those opposing it and who is supporting it? And how has the issue brought CPIM and the BJP on the same side? Let us understand in today's video. But before that, independent journalism survives on support from its viewers and readers, and we cannot survive without support from you. How can you support us? Go to our website www.hwnews.in/subscribe us. You will find multiple subscription options there. Choose the plan that suits your budget and pay us. Even a tiny contribution can go a long way in helping us. Now let's start with what this project is about. The Vizhinjam Seaport is an ambitious port development project undertaken by Adani Group. Being built at the cost of more than 7,000 crore rupees, the port is country's first container transshipment port. The port is to have 30 berths and will be able to handle a giant Mega Max container ships. The Adani Group has said the ultra-modern port located close to major international shipping routes will boost India's economy. Due to its location, the port is expected to connect the manufacturers from the east to consumers in the west. The port is expected to compete with Colombo, Singapore and Dubai for a share of transshipment traffic. So what is the protest all about? Well, the local fishermen have been protesting this project for the past 4 months. According to protesters, heavy coastal erosion was reported on the northern side of the port and sea accretion, that is accumulation of sand or land mass over time along the coastal region, was seen in the south after construction began. Based on the study by a National Institute of Ocean Technology in Chennai, parts of Shangumugam, that is 600 meters, Valiyatura, that is 200 meters, and Cheriyatura, which is 100 meters on the northern side of the port, have seen erosion. The fishing community have also made 6 other demands, which includes rehabilitation of families who lost their homes to sea erosion. Secondly, effective steps to mitigate the coastal erosion. Number 3, financial assistance to fisherfolk on days weather warnings are issued. Number 4, compensation to families of those who lose their lives in fishing accidents. Number 5, subsidized kerosene. And number 6, a mechanism to dredge a fishing harbour in Anjutengu in Thiruvananthapuram district. The kerosene subsidy, because they believe after the project comes up, the fishermen will have to venture deep into the sea, which will increase the fuel cost. The government has conceded to all the demands except kerosene subsidy and halting the construction of the port project. Recently, Kerala High Court order also refused to stop the construction, after which the Adani Group sent a letter to the government informing the decision to resume the port construction. That sparked a fresh spell of protest. Now, who are those opposing the port construction and who are those supporting it? While it is the local fishermen community opposing it, the Latin Catholic Church has openly backed them. The Latin Archdiocese-led Samara Samiti is spearheading the protest. Cases have been registered against at least 50 persons, including Latin Catholic priests, Metropolitan Archbishop Thomas J. Netto, Auxiliary Bishop Christo Das, and Vicar General Eugene Pereira in connection with the violence. But the port project protest is feared to spark a communal tension in the sensitive coastal region as well, because several Hindu communities have come out in support of the project. A local People's Action Committee is demanding speedy completion of the project. This committee has the backing of the various Hindu community outfits like the Upper Caste Nayar Service Society, besides OBC Hindu organization like the Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana, as well as the Vaikunta Swami Dharma Pracharana, which has a considerable presence among the Nadar community in southern Kerala. The CPIM and the BJP have come together and supported the project. CPIM has even alleged foreign funding behind the protest. District leaders of the CPIM and the BJP took part in a demonstration organized by a mass movement backing the project. Incidentally, the project was approved during the UDF government in the state. It was the then State Chief Minister Oman Chandi who had laid the foundation stone of the project in 2015, but since then the project was stalled due to protest and opposition. The subsequent CPIM government says since the 50% of the work of the port was completed by the time it took over, it was unwise to halt it. The government says it will not stop the project. But there is another part, the CAG report. The protests against it are not the only problem against the Adani port. Questions have been raised over the financial viability of the project. The 2017 CAG report tabled in Kerala Assembly said that the Adani Group will reap undue benefits from the Vizhinjam port for 40 years, though the government will be funding 67% of the project. Amar Patnaik, Accountant General, said that the standard concession period for public-private partnership project has been 30 years. The agreement, however, allowed 10 years extra concession period, helping the concessionaire to collect an additional revenue of 29,127 crore rupees. The report observed that the technical and financial estimates prepared by the external consultants were not diligently scrutinized, and thus the port construction has become a bone of contention in the region. An all-party meeting was convened today to find a solution, but it has failed to find a way out of the logjam. Well, do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in. Also, before I end this video, if you're watching this video on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, you like this video and you comment below it. If you're watching this video on Facebook, then please like and follow our page. Now, you can also access our articles, videos and live TV on our app. So if you haven't already, download HW News Network app on your Android Play Store now.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.